Hey everyone, it's Rhoda. How's it going? In this video, I'm going to be talking about how to protect your energy and how to keep your vibe high. Your energy is important. It determines how you feel, how you show up in the world, what you're able to achieve. It determines the kinds of situations and the kind of people that you attract into your life. So it's really important to protect that energy, to ensure that it is strong, that it is positive, that it's flowing, that your vibe is high. And even when those kinds of things come into your life, whether it's a person, whether it's a bad experience, something that happens, even when that stuff comes in, your vibration is still strong. So let's get started. All right, so number one, meditate. Okay, I am a huge fan of meditation. I so much so that I teach meditation. I live it, I practice it every day. And I have just witnessed so many amazing effects just from myself doing it and other people that I've worked with doing it. So I say go for it, do it every day, even if it's just for 5 minutes or 2 minutes or even 1 minute. If it's intimidating to you to think about sitting in meditation, just do it. Just start committing to that daily practice. Meditation opens up so many pathways in terms of healing and transformation and well-being. It is just simply incredible. It also allows you to really clear that cycle of thoughts in the mind, because sometimes we just get so hooked on these thoughts and we just keep circling and cycling through these thoughts, and they end up bringing our vibe down. They end up zapping energy away from us. And meditation puts you in a state of just allowing yourself to be present and not to be ruled by your thoughts, not to be ruled by the negativity, the constant negativity that some of us might be replaying in our heads, right? Or that criticism, that self-criticism, that judgment, whatever that may be. Meditation puts us in that spot of acceptance and mindfulness and peace within ourselves. And just having that gives you that energy, right? That just, that extra boost of energy, and it protects your energy. It allows you to go out into the world and just feel that sense of connection, feel that power, that inner power within. So meditate, meditate, meditate. Okay, moving on to number two. My next tip is, and this might be hard, this might be hard for some of us out there, but tip number two is to avoid your phone as much as possible, all right? You want to avoid looking at your phone as much as possible, unless, of course, you are watching this video right now on your phone. Keep watching, that's cool. But in general, avoid your phone as much as you can. Now, there are some studies out there that have shown that the average person is on their phone 5 to 6 hours a day on non-work related items here. Okay, so this is just like, fooling around on social media, reading another article or blog or whatever it may be for 5 to 6 hours a day. Honestly, that's 35 to 42 hours a week, which makes it a full-time job. And if you're on social media a lot, you got to protect yourself from that. Okay, because studies have shown that social media promotes anxiety and depression. It also puts us in a state of comparing ourselves to others, and it just keeps our energy low. It keeps us stagnant, and you don't want that. All right, you don't want the kind of life where you're on your phone for 5 to 6 hours a day. That will just deplete your energy. And there are so many other things that you could be doing with that time. Seriously, you could write a book 35 to 42 hours a week. You could write 100 books. There's so much that you can do with that time. And so I'm not saying ditch your phone completely, but I am saying try to cut back on that time you spend on it. Notice your vibration go up when you do this. Notice just how much more secure and grounded you feel. I, for one, notice how just much lower that I feel if I'm consuming social media. And so I'm rarely on social media. I try to be more active though, just because I want to connect with other people. I do, and I have so many things that I want to share. So I struggle with that, because I do feel that energy drain. But if you're doing it for work, like that makes sense. But don't go endlessly and mindlessly scrolling through things and reading and getting sucked down, into the black hole of nothingness, because it will only deplete you. All right, moving on to number 3. So this one is all about being conscious of the people that you surround yourself with. Now, I'm sure many of us have heard that quote from Jim Rohn that says that we are the average of the 5 people that we spend the most time with. So it's really key to just really be mindful about who you're surrounding yourself with, because that rubs off on us. That makes us feel a certain way in our day, right? And now I know, with some of us, it's like there's nothing you can really do. Maybe these are the people that you live with, or these are the people in your work environment, and so there's nothing you can really do like to cut back on that time. Even if that's the case, it's all about, first of all, just being aware, like being aware of who those 5 people are. And if there is someone you feel, who makes you feel a little low, makes you feel like your energy is being a little drained, just to be conscious of that going into any interaction with this person, right? It's not going to be realistic to just not show up to work every day, or, move out of your place and then, where you're going to go, right? So you got to be conscious. Be conscious when you go out there. Meditate before you're about to be in the situation with this other person. Breathe and fill yourself with positive thoughts. Just keep that vibe high and be aware when you are interacting of what happens to your energy. This is going to be really key in protecting your energy and keeping your vibe high. And number 4, this one is one that we all know. It's all about self-care. Okay, and I don't want to bore you here, so I'm not going to go on too long about this, but honestly, self-care is everything. Practice self-care every day. Take care of yourself, nurture yourself every day. Do things that light you up. Do things that feel good. Go for walks, journal, run, read, whatever it is you love to do that you feel is good for your spirit. Go for it. Do it. Don't feel guilty about it. Don't think of it as a luxury. It should not be looked at as a luxury. It should be interwoven into your daily life. You want to make sure that you are mentally healthy, that you are physically healthy, emotionally healthy, right? Spiritually healthy. There's so much happening day to day. Sometimes we don't even make time to process all of it, really. So it can be as simple as taking moments throughout your day, 60 seconds, even 30 seconds, to just breathe and check in with yourself, to place a hand over your chest and check in and see what's going on here within and what you're feeling, so that you can process those feelings and you can understand where you're at. So yes, self-care, lots of it. I know you already know this, just here to remind you. And finally, number 5. Number 5 is to simply, at the start of your day, say a prayer, a spell, an affirmation, however you want to call it. Say something, affirm it in the positive, light a candle, put something out there about knowing yourself as protected, knowing yourself as safe, knowing that you are going to go out into the world and attract the right kinds of people, the right kinds of experiences to you. And that you are just going to stay, in aligned, right? Aligned to your truth and to who you are. And that's it, right? Light that candle, say that prayer, put that out in the universe, and then walk away and go about your day knowing that it is done. That is really, really powerful. All right, so those are my 5 tips. And honestly, if you just did one of those, okay, one, it would make a major difference. 2 would even be amazing if you had the time, 2 or 3 or 4 or even 5 if you want to go for it. You want to go for all 5. Implement all of those into your life. Notice the change. Notice how more fully yourself that you feel, right? Notice just how aligned, how joyful you feel. Notice your energy, safe, protected, strong, positive. That is going to touch every aspect of your life. Trust me. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to leave a comment below, let me know what you thought about these tips. Please do. Or if you even have another tip that you want to share on a way that you use to really protect your energy and raise your vibe, please share that as well. Also, if you are not subscribed to my channel, we'd love to have you. Please subscribe. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.